Hey everyone, it's Wendy Hutchinson with Alinea Life Coaching, and this is my February 2024 newsletter. This month, I'm talking about a lot of the global shifts and chaos that people are experiencing and how we can best navigate those changes as the Earth goes through many, many upgrades and humanity is being really forced and called forward. So, first of all, we are experiencing an incredible reset to origin. And by that, I mean everything is being reset. The Earth has gone through many changes over the course of its history, geographically, geologically, and we're in the midst of an incredible shifting that is very unusual and hasn't occurred on the planet to this degree in thousands of years. And we're seeing incredible movement with the tectonic plates shifting. We are experiencing it currently and seeing it in real time in Santorini, Greece, where the plates are actually shifting to such a degree and magnitude that they had to evacuate. And there's always an incredible potential for tsunami when you have these types of events. The tectonic plates, now, if you think about our Earth, and I'm not a geologist by any means, but what I see energetically is obviously everything is interrelated. So we have this energy and liquid heating in the Earth's inner layers, and that is actually affecting the magnetic north, which satellite and shipping navigation is based on. So the heating up in the Earth's core is actually causing our magnetic north to shift, and that is really going to start impacting so many things, right? GPS, navigation, shipping routes, shipping channels. And on top of that, we're seeing a lot of volcanic activity. So there is a ring of fire around the Pacific. It kind of is anchored down in Iceland and it goes up around Asia, all the way across China, Russia, Canada, and down all the way through the Pacific down to South America. And this is creating almost a chain reaction. We're just seeing more amplification of earthquake activity. We're seeing a real uptick in volcanic activity. And of course, as a side and byproduct of that, incredible tsunami potentials and also the heating up of the oceans as a result of all that geothermal activity. And that is really creating um, a lot of ice melting and polar shifting. Not shifting in the way that we're going to have a polar flip, but all of this in conjunction with incredibly radical weather pattern changes is creating change, not only on the surface, but also in our oceans, right? We're seeing energetic shifts. We're also, as a planet, ascending, meaning our beautiful Mother Earth is healing and holding higher light. So, as those energies come in, it's really impacting humanity in a huge way because you're having to physically and energetically assimilate those energies. And if you haven't done a lot of inner work, and by that I mean confront the shadow, get real with yourself, look at your trauma patterns and process and heal, right? You're holding a lot of density in your field. And as this higher light comes in, it's really going to push truth to the surface. So as that truth rises, people are being very much confronted with their issues. It could be addiction issues, it could be trauma patterns, it could be relationship patterns, it could be how we identify with our worthiness. And there's just a myriad of things that are impacted, right, as truth rises within us. 2024 was very powerful in terms of forcing people to confront the shadow. And to a large degree, most of the light workers took the hardest hits because they agreed to be here to anchor light and to help humanity through this transition, which means in order to be your highest and best, you need to actually let go and heal all of that crap that has been buried for God knows how many lifetimes, right? It's no joke, and it's a lot of intense work. So if you're in that process, I really honor you, and I encourage you to show compassion and kindness to yourself. But as we go through these shifts, it's really imperative that we really anchor into the column of light, our column of light. Connect, create oneness within yourself, create times of silence and inner peace if you can, so that you can actually hear the guidance that is being, you know, downloaded in, the guidance for you personally on how to be aligned and what needs to be let go of and what needs to be invited in. The old paradigm is really collapsing, and with that, our ways of coping and our tools and our strategies just are no longer working anymore. And that's why there's just so much being churned up. And our role right now is really to anchor in and hold light, because we are here to really almost like if you're holding a tarp, or did you ever play the parachute game in when you were a kid, and everybody pulled the parachute and pulled it out, and then we'd shake it and there'd be a lot of turbulence, but all of us were holding it, right? We were holding it steady. Well, that's what our Lightworker Collective is here to do right now. And you can't hold your section of the tarp or the parachute, right? Energetically, if you're energetically falling apart and not coping very well with everything that is coming up for you or being triggered for you. All of these current events and world events that you're experiencing and triggered by are for you to really dial in and go deeper in. It's not about the external, that's just a mirror for the clearing and the healing that needs to happen for you. And you'll find the more you heal and shed and release, the higher your frequency. Higher your frequency, the more expanded your consciousness. And when you are very anchored and aligned within yourself, the external events become something you observe, not something you internalize. You can observe it and not get swept by the tide. You can actually stand in your power, and you can lean back and hold your section of that parachute, metaphorically, and hold the light and help others navigate through, which is why you came here. So if you know that you are one of these light workers and you are being called forward, it's really important that you start to really work on releasing and aligning, because we need you right now. Every single one of you that agreed to come here and play the role you're here to play, whatever that is, it's time. Like, you're out of time. You need to really, really dial in and get really curious about the things that are triggering you right now and what you need to let go of, myself included. I'm not immune from this either. I'm doing a lot of deep work on myself to be able to show up as my highest and best. So that's my February newsletter. Don't panic. You are going to be okay. It's all going to shake out, but we're just going through some turbulence right now, and a lot of truth is rising. And that is to help the collective really confront and see what they need to see in order to come together and create change. I hope you all have a beautiful month. I love you all. Be kind to yourselves. And I will definitely see you guys next time. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.